All right, race number 1 to the track, 17.5 independent. You guys are up first. My turn marshals are from race number 4. That's going to be 13.5 independent. Gonna need a couple volunteer helpers, guys. Just jump out there. We got 4 qualifiers. Thank you very much, Jason. Track is not open. Take the stand. Do not take the track. Let me get my marshals lined out. Ready to go. Thursday night club racing here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex in a very cold, bolstery winter's evening in southern Indiana. I mean, it's so cold it sucks. Cold. It's not cool. 1, 2, 3. I need 1, 2.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Looks like I need 3 more marshals, guys. 3 more racers. Jump out there and help us out. 3 more racers. Jump on out there and give us a little bit of help. We would greatly appreciate it. Huh? I don't know. Hey, does anybody? Hey, Antoine. Where's Antoine at? Antoine, turn on the lights. There's the track. Oh. Well, that's probably going to change the setup on some of y'all's car. 1, 2. I'm still looking for 3 volunteers, guys. Track's not open. Track is not open. I need. I can do it with 2. Prefer 3. I need someone at that bucket at the carousel, and someone on the right front and the carousel bucket. Once again, guys, track is not open. Let me get marshals before we get going. I need at least 2 volunteers. Would like 3. We got a full driver stand full of racers. Thank you, Brian. Need 1 or 2 more. All right, thank you very much, Brian. Yeah, all right, guys, 2 laps, shut it down. 2 laps, shut it down on the backstretch. Hey, Brian, that bucket might be better. There's more stuff goes on
Alton
right there
Henley,
than anywhere
Devin
else.
Farrell, Chris Matthews, Antoine Morris, Chase Rogers, Trey Wood, Connor Henley, Nolan Hunt, Brad Irvin, Dusty Tomes.
All right, Alton, no more laps. Alton, you are done. No more laps. Come on, Brian, you get around. Backstretch is closed. Backstretch is closed. Running order is going to be Alton, Antoine, Brian, Trey, Dusty, Chris. Huh? Yeah, well, that's 2 laps. Yeah, if you haven't, that's the first time you cross the line is 1 lap, and then when you get back here, that's the 2nd lap. If you make another lap, that's 3. So, once again, everybody listen to the lineup. Get yourself kind of in that position. Alton on the 1, Antoine on the 2, Brian Dortch on the 3, Trey Wood, you're going to be going 4, Dusty Tomes going to be 5, Chris Matthews 6, Devin, you're going to go on the 7, Chase on the 8, Nolan on the 9, Brad on the 10, and then Connor Henley on the 11. Sean, can he fix it? Okay. All right, Marshall's ready, driver's ready. Alton Henley, this is going to be you on the tone. Everyone else when I call your name. Antoine, Trey, Dusty, make your way towards the line. Chris Matthews, Devin, Brian, Chase, Nolan, Brad, and Connor. Go, guys. That's why we practice this. You guys have got to be. If you're further in the back as these guys start taking off, move yourself closer to the loop. kind of like next up to bat, if you would, on deck. All right, 17-5 Independent taking laps here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex, home of the Clash of Champions, January the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, something like that, 2025. Sponsored by J Concepts and a whole bunch of other guys. Caution on the backstretch. Stay towards the driver stand. Towards the driver stand in the back.
Left.
It is clear. Good job, guys. Race number 2, 21-5 Independent. You guys are up next. Caution on the front. Caution on the front. It's clear. It's clear. All right, 130 down, 3:30 to go. Caution on the double-double. Double-double, right-hand side of the track. Double-double, right-hand side of the track. Good job, guys. Well done. Good racing. 130 down, 3:30 to go. Blue buggy, yellow wheels, working the front stretch now. Alton Henley, 13 of the 509. Red buggy, yellow wheels in the carousel now. Devin Farrell, he's 13-5-13. Chase Rogers, white and red, working the start-finish line now. White wheels, he's on 13-5-15. Nolan Hunt, Connor Henley, that's your top 5. Trey Wood, Brad Irvin, Dusty Tomes, Antoine Morris, Chris Matthews rounds out your top 10. So we find the leader, Alton Henley, getting it wrong over the infield double. Through the carousel, he's going now. He's kind of letting that dude hang out. At the start-finish line now, move Chase Rogers to the point. We find Chase going over the big double. He's making his way to the carousel now. Red top, white bottom, white wheels through the carousel. Chase working a pretty good lap. He's coming across the line, 13 of the 5-13. Alton Henley coming to the line now. Alton 13 of the 5-13 as well. Devin Farrell, we're watching him, third buggy through the carousel. Getting caught up with a little traffic. Guys, let it go.
Left.
Good job, Devin at the line. 5:15. So Chase, Alton, Devin, and those 3 drivers separated by 9/10 of a second on the race clock. Nolan Hunt about 4 seconds back in 3rd or 4th. Connor Henley rounds out your top 5. Him and Dusty Tomes right there together on the racetrack. Nobody's coming. You got time. You got time. No one's coming. It is clear. Chase Rogers at the line there, 13 of the 5-13 for your leader. He's on the front stretch. Got about a lane of open track in front of him as he's making his way to lane 2. Going to go roller, big double. Downsides it nice and clean. In through the carousel. Orange and blue buggy. Leaders coming up on you down the backstretch. Move Devin Farrell to the point. So Devin, red buggy, yellow wheels. Devin going into the carousel. He's got a 23-2 fast lap of the race. Moved him to the point 2 laps ago. Devin at the line now. 13 of the 5-11. Chase Rogers coming down the backstretch now. Chase, you're 13 of the 5-13. Alton Henley, Nolan Hunt, both of you are 5-18. Just a couple seconds off with 30 ticks of the clock left. Alton getting it way wrong through the carousel. Going to drop way back. Now something may look like he popped the camber link off the front on that TLR. Go figure. Ten seconds to go. Very, very close with our top 3 drivers. Chase, Devin, and Nolan. When the horn sounds, guys, keep going till you're called done. Everybody, keep going till you're called done. Devin and Chase working their last lap, separated by 1/10 of a second last time by. Devin looks like he gets it wrong over the big double. Going to give it to Chase if Chase stays clean.
Connor Henley
Nolan Hunt about 3 seconds back. He's not going to be able to get in the game. Alton rolls it
Devin
again.
Farrell
Chase
done.
Rogers, a clean lap, will take TQ for the night.
Chase Rogers
Chase,
done.
13 to
Nolan
the
Hunt done.
5:16.
Dusty Tomes done.
Chase, Devin, Nolan, your top three. We still got
All
two.
drivers are finished.
That's a
Alton
race.
Henley
No
done.
more laps.
The race
That's
is
a race.
completed.
Chase Rogers, Devin Farrell, Nolan Hunt, your top three.
One minute to the start of the race.
I-21.5, take the stand. Do not take the track. Let me get my marshals out here. Track is not open. Two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get all my guys on the stand, guys, and then I'll let you loose. A lot of them guys were out here turn marshaling, so we're gonna let them guys get their cars and get up on the stand. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. All right, we've got all my drivers. Track's open. 2 laps and shut it down. When you cross the line, that'll be lap number 1. When you get to the back stretch, that'll be lap number 2. 2 laps and shut it down.
Jeremy Pearson. Larry Knight. Jason Kessinger. Casey Summers. Matt Douglas. Kyle Ashlock. Tim Hubbard.
All right, backstretch is closed. Backstretch is closed. Going to be Casey Summers. You're going to go off first. Jeremy Pearson, Larry Knight, Jason Kessinger, Kyle Ashlock, Matt Douglas, and then Tim Hubbard. Tim, if I get cattywampus and forget to say your name, just go when everyone else is gone. I'm easily confused in my old age. All right, Marshall's ready, driver's ready. Casey Summers, a.k.a. Juan Pablo. This is you on the tone. Everyone else, when I call your name. Jeremy. Larry. Jason. Kyle. Matt. And Tim. Guys, again, on these dead starts, as the group starts going, kind of scoot your way closer to the start-finish line. So it helps me create the same gap for all of my drivers. If you hang way back there in the back and I call your name and I count 2 seconds, you haven't even crossed the line, and I'm calling out the next guy. So if you're in the back of the group on these dead starts, as he calls the front guys, slowly scoots towards the front. That way it helps the race director get you gapped out somewhat evenly. All right, with that
4
being
minutes
said,
left.
race number 2 on the track. Race number 3, 2-wheel mod. You guys are up next. Right now, we're taking laps 21.5 independent. Our independent classes here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex, some of the best and most competitive independent drivers in the country. If you come to Hoosier, you run independent, you know that you're going to be in for a race because Hoosier RC Hobbyplex is developing some of the best racers in the country. One thing I take pride in as a race director is I try to teach them proper etiquette on the track and as marshals. So when our guys to go to any other tracks in the country, they know how to act and will be competitive all at the same time. So once again, remember, guys, we are qualifying. If a faster car comes up on you, do your
3
best
minutes
just to
left.
give them a little bit of room. 2 down, 3 to go. Larry Knight, red buggy, white wheels. He's making his way into the infield now. That is a Team Associated B7 through the carousel. He's making his way up onto the back stretch now at the line. Larry, 12 of the 510. Jason Kessinger. We find Kessinger on the track. I believe that's purple and yellow. Yellow wing, yellow wheels on lane 1 now. Juan Pablo running at eggshell blue, white wheels. He's on the back stretch now. That's a B7 as well at the start finish line running in third. Jeremy McPherson, blue and orange, coming down the back stretch now. Matt Douglas, Tim Hubbard, Kyle Ashlock round out your top 7. Jason
2 minutes
Kessinger.
left.
Kessinger to the point last time by. Oh, Kessinger line darts the big double in lane 2. Going to probably move Juan Pablo to the point. We'll see this time by. Top 3 or 4 guys, really everybody pretty close on the clock. Kessinger drops down to P3 that lap. Pablo gets it wrong over the big double. So we're going to move Larry Knight back to the point. Larry, red buggy, white wheels, working the carousel now. 1:30 left on the clock. Mod 2 will heat number 3. You guys are up next. Larry, 12 of the 512. He's got a 24.5 fast lap of the race. Jason Kessinger, 12 of the 515, running in second. Juan Pablo, Matt Douglas, Jeremy Pearson, your top 5. Tim and Kyle round out your top 7.
1 minute left.
Larry Knight going over the big double, lane 2 now. Red buggy, white wheels. He's got a little bit of open track in front of him as he's coming onto the back stretch now. Larry got 2 more laps to go with 30 seconds on the clock. He's 12 of the 509. He just went 24.4 2 laps ago for his fast lap of the race. Got a rear wing of Juan Pablo. Juan Pablo just getting back into the game, learning the pace here, 21.5. Larry gets it wrong over the big double. He's got about 2 seconds over Kessinger. Kessinger working his way into the infield now, purple and yellow. Going to be very, very close. Jason, Larry, and Juan Pablo, you are working your last lap. Get to the line, you will be done. Everyone else, when you hear your name, no extra laps.
Casey Summers done. Jeremy Pearson done. Larry Knight done.
Waiting on Jason with a good lap.
Jason Kessinger
Kessinger
done.
takes it on the
Tim
last
Hubbard
lap, 12.511 by 0.8 of a second over Larry Knight. We still got 2 cars live. Once these 2 cross the line, that'll be a race.
Kyle Ashlock done.
Oh, hey, you're still live. Ashley. Kyle Ashlock, you're still
All
live.
drivers are finished.
You're still live.
Matt Douglas
oh, no,
done.
you're not.
The race is
Sorry.
completed.
You're right, I'm wrong. We're done.
1 minute to the start of the race.
I need all 7 of you out to turn marshal, please. We've only got once again, we've only got 4 drivers in this race, so we get our marshals spread out. Let me. Wow. Uh, All right, 2 laps, shut it down. 2 laps, shut it down.
Ryan Dunbar. Nick Reppin. Lucas Smith. Adrian Stillwell.
All right, let's line them up. Going to be Lucas, Brian, Adrian, and Nick. Guys, don't get in a hurry. I'm going to get you 4 drivers spread out best I can. Once Luke gets on the front stretch, I will call Dunbar's name. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Lucas Smith on the tone. Everyone else, when I call your name. Brian. Adrian. When you're ready, Nick Reppin. All right, everyone on the track taking time. This is heat number 3. Heat 4, which will be our 13.5 independent class. You guys are up next. I know some of you are out here turn marshaling. We will give everyone plenty of time to get them ready. Fun club night racing here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex. Two-wheel mod buggy on the track, taking laps. Fastest cars in the building on the track right now. With some of our best racers we have.
4 minutes left.
Making laps and doing work. Brian Dunbar, a world's finalist, on the stand. Lucas Smith, my second favorite driver of all time, on the driver's stand. Nick Reppin, my top 7 favorite drivers of all time. And Adrian Stillwell, he's moving up the list right now. He's in the top 18 and moving up every week. $130 down, $330 to go. Lucas Smith, 14.517. Adrian Stillwell. Oh, Adrian getting it wrong. Nope, that wasn't Adrian. That was Nick getting it wrong. Adrian at the line now, working a rough one, 13.509. Brian Dunbar, 13.516. Nick Reppin, after that rollover on the left-hand side of the track, 12 of the 502. He'll be back on 13 laps probably left this time around. Smith running a Team Associated B7 white and blue, orange trim. At the line now, 14.5.17. He's got a 22.3 fast lap of the race. Adrian Stillwell working in that silver TLR, white wheels. He's on the backstretch now. Adrian at the start finish line, 13 of the 507. He just went 22.9 his fast lap of the race. Nick Reppin up to third last time by. Nick at the line, 13 of the 518. He went 22.5 on lap number 5. Brian Dunbar with a rough 2 laps. He's on a 12.501. He's got a 22.9. So all 4 of my drivers in the 22-second range. Lucas working the carousel with 1:45 left on the clock. Once again, race number 4, 13.5 Indy. Again, I know I've got a few of you out on the track. I will give you plenty of time to get back to your pits, get your cars, and get ready. I would like to have 4 volunteer marshals for this last qualifier. 4 volunteer marshals. So if you're on the race program but not in race number 4, please jump out there and help us out. We're going to have a full field of 4-wheel drive cars. I would like a full field of turn marshals if we can get them, please. Smith working lane 2, going to go roller big double.
1 minute left.
Into the carousel he goes. Sweeping around. He went 22.1 on lap number 8, fast lap of the race. Just finishing lap number 10 there. He's on a 14.5.17. Adrian Still, 13 of the 506. He's about 10 seconds back. Reppin, 13.5.14. You're about 6 behind Adrian. Brian, 13 of the 519. You're about 4 behind Nick. 30 seconds to go as your leader crosses the line now. He's going to get 2 more laps. No one's coming. No one's coming. You got time. So that is the race clock. Everyone working your last lap. When you get to the line, you will be done. Lucas Smith with a clean lap.
Adrian Stillwell
he's working 14. 14.5.16. Smith, you are done. Adrian, you're done. Excuse me, waiting on Brian and Nick. So Lucas, the only one on a 14-lap pace, sets team line for the night. 14 at a 5.16.
All drivers are finished. Nick Reppin done. The race is completed. One minute to the start of the race.
Oh, we're good. Once again, drivers, take the stand. Do not take the track. Let me get my marshal situation lined out. And once again, we got a couple of guys that were marshaling this one, so we're going to give them plenty of time to get out on the racetrack or get up on the stand and ready to warm up. Once again, I'm going to need 4 volunteer turn marshals. Well, actually 5. I'm going to need 5 because Dunbar's in this race. So I need 5 volunteer turn marshals. Can't do it without them. Tim, you're right there. Mr. Hunt, show him where that blower goes. Nope. On the corner, on the outside corner. I need Mr. Hunt, you gonna help me there? You help me right there, thank you. I need 1, 2, I need at least 3 volunteer marshals, guys. I need at least 3. Thank you, Jason. Now I need at least 3. Looking for some volunteer help. Last qualifier of the night, guys. We need at least 2 more drivers to jump out there and help us out. We've got 9 racers on the stand, so more buckets we can cover, the better. Track is not open. Thank you, Brad. One more marshal, please. One more volunteer marshal. Jump out there and help us out. You got someone coming, Jeremy? Perfect. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Connor. Hey, Connor, back here. Take that one in the back. Yeah, back here. That back bucket. All right, guys. 2 laps, shut it down. 2 laps and shut it down. Hey, Jason, that bucket might be better if you can do that bucket. There's more action right there normally. If they're on the front stretch, they'll just have to wait.
Brian Dunbar. Antoine Morris. Devin Farrell.
All right, when
Chase
Brian
Walters.
Dunbar gets back
Sean
around, the
Hawkins.
back stretch is closed.
Douglas. Nolan Hunt.
Back stretch is closed. No more laps. You're good, Jeremy. You go. Back stretch is
Jeremy
closed.
Pearson.
No more laps. No more laps. Let's get them lined up.
Tim Hubbard.
Tim, I'm going to do the same thing again. Is that all right? Okay. So we're going to have Devin. You're going to go off first. Sean Elkins, Matt Douglas, Antoine Morris, Jeremy, Nolan, Chase, Brian, and then Tim. Again, guys, understand, as these front 3 or 4 guys are taking off, the next group kind of move closer to the loop. The ideal is for the race director, I try to space you guys out as evenly as possible. I know you're running 24-second laps, and I know there's 9 of you, so you do the math, and that's what I try to get in between cars. It's like 2.8 or something. So, but that's all hinging on you guys basically starting at the same spot. All right, marshals ready, drivers ready. Devin Farrell, this is you on the tone. Everyone else, when I call your name. Sean, Matt, Antoine, Jeremy, Nolan, Chase, Brian, and Tim. There you go. That's how you get them spaced out evenly to start the race. Everyone about 2.5 seconds apart. Final qualifier of the night here, Thursday night club racing. Hoosier RC Hobbyplex. I want to remind everyone we race club style club racing on Saturday. Doors open at 9. Racing at noon. We'll do 3 qualifiers in a main this Saturday. Then I believe we're set up for a pipe change sometime early next week. We will club race Thursday night next week, and then Saturday the 13th, I believe it is. 13th or the 12th. 13th will be round number 3 of the Winter Point Series right here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex. Might be one you don't want to miss. I've heard from a little birdie. We're going to have a bunch of national and world level racers here starting on Wednesday next week. They'll be here all weekend. Might be a good time to watch the pros race. Maybe get some help on your setup. Jason. Oh, never mind. He got it. Nope, big double. No one's coming, Brad. You got time, Brad. You got time. You got time. It's clear.
Three minutes left.
All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Red buggy, yellow wheels, working the left-hand side of the track. Devin Farrell. Devin 180, dropping down into the infield. They're going to go roller, big double. Turn tight on that Marshall. Good job there. Through the carousel section he runs now. Devin running that B7.4 at the line now. Is it a 4? 2, B7.2. 13,506 for Devin. Chase Rogers running in second. Chasing that yellow buggy, white wheels. I believe that's a TLR going through the carousel now. Having a little bit of trouble on this lap, but he's running in second. 13,508, Nolan Hunt at the line now. Blue and green, white wheels. That is a X-ray. 13,521. Matt Douglas, Sean Elkins, your top five. Antoine, Tim, Jeremy. Looks like Dunbar is off the track.
2 minutes left.
Fast lap of the race for the guys running. It looks like Nolan. Nope. Chase Rogers has got a 22.86. Nolan's got a 22.88. So Chase Rogers on lap 4 right now, currently got fast lap of the race. Nonetheless, Devin Farrell, Mr. Consistency through the carousel there. Coming at the start-finish line, Devin, 13 of the 5:04. He's got a 23 flat, his fast lap of the race. Chase Rogers 1 second back. Chase through the carousel. Chase working the backstretch at the line now. Chase Rogers 13.505. He's a half a tenth back. Nolan Hunt getting it wrong through the carousel, so he's going to mail in this qualifier. 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
Matt Douglas in fourth. Sean Elkins rounds out your top five. Tim Hubbard, Antoine Morris, Jeremy Pearson, your top 8. Somebody rang the bell. I believe that was Sean Elkins. Checking out the durability of that car. Looks like it's still running. Always fun. 20 seconds to go. Devin Farrell 1 second over Chase. These two guys, no stranger to each other. They're usually right there at the top of the leaderboard every week when they're here club racing. That is the race clock. Devin, you will get another lap. Keep going, Devin. Keep going, Devin. Right now, he's on a 13.503. Chase is on a 13.505. Chase, you are working your last lap. When you get to the line, you will be done.
Chase Rogers done.
They got you, Antoine.
Morris done.
So Devin Farrell with a cleanie right here.
Done. Devin Farrell
13.503 with TQ 13.5 independent. I got Jeremy still live. Jeremy, the only one still live.
All drivers
That's a race. 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes after the mains are posted. We will start racing. 20 minutes after the mains are posted. Hey, yeah, bring the blowers in. Let's change the batteries. Well, make sure you bring the blowers in, guys, so we can change the batteries. 1,200. Angie, never mind. Once again, guys, bring the blowers in. What we're going to do, we'll set the mains up. And then as soon as she posts the mains, the 20-minute clock will start, and we will fire up. Hey, Luke, bring that blower in. Change it back. Oh, okay. Thank you. So once Angie gets the mains set up, we will. Hell, I'll do it right now. Angie, you're fighting with me. Quit. Hey, did we run 21.5 first or second? We did. Did we run 21.5 first or did we run 17? We did 21. We did 17.5 first. Boop, 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 boop. That's fine. All right, guys, we're on the same race order. 17.5 will be our first main of the night. 21.5, two wheel mod, then 13 or four wheel will end the night. The clock is running. We got 19 minutes and 45 seconds before we start our mains.
Dusty Tomes. Ryan Dortch. 5 minutes to the start of the race. Four minutes to the start of the race. Three minutes to the start of the race. Two minutes to the start of the race. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, guys, race number 1, take the stand. Do not take the track. Race number 1. Marshals are from race number 4, and any and all volunteers that we can get. Guys, we're about 5 minutes behind schedule, so I apologize for that. So I'm looking for
1 minute to the start of the race.
Sean Elkins, Matt Douglas, Tim Hubbard, Brian Dunbar, and Jeremy Pearson to the track to Marshall. I may need a couple volunteers. Drivers, take the stand. Do not take the track. Let me get my marshals lined out before we cut you guys loose. Hey, Sean, will you grab that blower on the pit wall? It didn't get brought out. Thanks, guys. Take the stand. Do not take the track. Let me get my marshals lined up real quick. Thank you, Jeremy. Brian Dunbar. I see Tim. I see Sean. I see Matt. The rest of the guys are up on the stand, so I'm going to need several volunteers. One of them was, or one of them was not. One. I need 2 volunteers. All right, thanks. Mr. Hunt, are you going to marshal there? Okay, thank you. I need 1 more volunteer then. Okay, if you'll grab that orange bucket, the orange one, that's the one we need, the orange one. All right, guys, 2 laps and shut it down. 2 laps, shut it down. This is lap number 1. The second time you get to the backstretch, that will be lap number 2, and you will be done.
Alton
Cool.
Henley, Antoine Morris, Devin Farrell, Connor Henley, Chris Matthews, Ryan Dortch, Nolan Hunt, Trey Wood.
All right,
Chase
backstretch is closed. Backstretch is closed. No more laps. Brad Irvin, you going to make it? Where's Brad Irvin? Did he go home? No more laps, guys. No more laps. Brad Irvin. Is Brad Irvin still in the building? Is that a no? Okay. All right. Chase on the 1, Devin on the 2, Nolan on the 3, Connor 4, Alton on the 5. Chris Matthews, you can move up to the 6. Trey Woods up to the 7. Antoine up to the 8. Brian up to the 9. We had 2. We had 2 DNSs did not start. B. Antoine, you're on the 8. Wiggle your wheels. Yeah, that's the 8. Hey, straighten that one. Yeah, Connor's in a bad angle. There you go. Quit playing with your car, Connor. All right, it's going to be an 8-minute A-Main 17.5 independent. Going to be a good one. Everybody, use a little patience on the start. I need to see my top 3 drivers get to the front stretch cleanly. If you bonk on yourself, that's on you. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. 5 seconds. Sound of the tone. We'll take that. We got our first 7 drivers down the front stretch clean. Devin Farrell, your second place qualifier, having a rough go on the left-hand side of the track. He's dropped all the way down to 7th. He got some work to do. Chase Rogers, your top qualifier, coming across the line first. Alton Henley, Nolan Hunt, Connor Henley, and looks like Chris Matthews rounds out your top 5 after one lap of racing. 21-5 independent. You guys are up next. Top 3 going to the carousel together. Chase Rogers, Alton Henley, Nolan Hunt. 1, 2, and 3 down the backstretch. Then a little bit of gap back. Connor Henley, Devin Farrell now up into the top 5. Chris Matthews down to 6. Trey Woods, Antoine Morris, Brian Dortch rounds out your field. Oh, Alton Henley with a move to the inside. Side by side over that infield double. Nolan Hunt with a good move to the inside of Chase Rogers coming out of the carousel. Move Nolan Hunt up to second, but Alton Henley leading the way here. 1:15 down, 6:45 to go. Your top 3 working the left-hand side of the track. We're going to keep an eye on them. Alton over the big double. Nolan with the car got way out of shape in the air, but he managed to slam on the brakes, pull that front end down. Now he's trying to find his rhythm back. That kind of threw him off for a little bit. Going to give Alton some little bit of breathing room. Chase Rogers doing some smart driving. He could have ran all over the back of Nolan Hunt, but he checked up on the brakes and did an outstanding job. Nonetheless, while that's going on, Devin Farrell, your top qualifier, taking the opportunity to reel them guys in. Devin, once again, had trouble on lap number 1, fell down to P7, so he's trying to get back up in that top spot. 6 minutes to go. Alton Henley working the left-hand side of the track. About a second gap, Nolan Hunt, Chase Rogers, Devin Farrell. That's your top 4. Then you got a gap back to Connor and Chris having a good battle working that left-hand side. Alton at the line now. Metallic blue, yellow wheels. Nolan Hunt, blue and green, white wheels. Chase Rogers, red and white with white wheels. Devin Farrell, solid red with yellow wheels. Alton gets it way wrong on the 180. He's going to drop down to second place, slam the door on Devin and Chase as they try to get around him. Nolan Hunt now going to try to put in some clean laps and spread that gap out. Devin, Alton, Chase right there together. Nolan Hunt working a bunch of open track in front of him. He needs to focus on his lines. Not a lot of pressure from the back right now. He's having trouble over that big double. Catching it wrong. Going to drop down to 4th. Alton Henley back to the point. Devin Farrell now in 2nd, followed by Chase Rogers, Nolan Hunt. $3:30 down, $4:30 to go. Still got a lot of racing left as our leaders work lane 2. Alton taps the pipe. Doesn't hurt him too bad. Chase Rogers with an inside move on Devin. Devin opened up the door. Nolan took a peek to the inside. Wasn't there. So now he's got some work to do in that 4th spot. A lot of racing left. We're still not halfway through. Alton, Chase, and Devin, left-hand side. Whoa, Alton rose it. He's going to drop down to 3rd. Oh, Camberling. Alton. Something went awry on that TLR ride. Don't know what it is. Looked like maybe he popped the dog bone out. He's going to drop way back. We're going to move Chase Rogers. Oops, excuse me. Nope. Let me get it lined out. Yeah, Chase Rogers to the point. Devin Farrell, Nolan Hunt. Now your top 3. Brian Dortch up to 4th. He started dead last. He's got the fastest car on the racetrack. He's trying to reel these guys in. Looks like Connor Henley popped the ball cup as well in that TLR. Good job. Good job, Sean. Way to look. Oh, Devin gets it wrong. Going to move Alton, Nolan up into that 2nd spot. I got a lot of youngsters in my head. All the while, Chase Rogers at the line now, white and red. That is your leader. Nolan Hunt having trouble getting on the backstretch. Nolan up into 2nd. Devin 3rd. And let's see, coming to the line now.
3 minutes left.
Brian Dortch in 4th. Chris Matthews running 5th. Connor Henley 6th. Trey Woods in 7th. Leader working a 4-second gap over Nolan Hunt. Nolan Hunt Working the left-hand side of the track, 1.8 behind him, Devin Farrell, red buggy, yellow wheels. And then about a 6-second gap back to Brian Dortch in that 4th spot. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, 21-5. You guys are up next. All the while, Chase Rogers enjoying some open track, no pressure in front of him, nobody behind him. He's getting ready to come up on some lappers. Chase over the big double, working into the carousel. Nolan over the big double, working into the carousel. Chase right there as well, or excuse me, Devin right there as well.
2 minutes left.
Front stretch for your leader. Second and third, Devin Farrell starting to close the gap. Him and Nolan got identical fast laps. Both of those cars both with 24.1s. 22.9 last time by for Devin, so Devin's starting to throw in some heat. Looks like they're closing in on Chase. It was 4 seconds. Now it's down to 1.4. We got 1:30 on the clock. They're going to get about 3 more laps. So Chase in the carousel, Nolan in the carousel, Devin in the carousel. That's your top 3. That's pretty much the race with Brian Dortch way back in 4th. This is lap number 17. They're working now. Right now they're on a 20-lap pace, so we're looking at 2 more full circuits after this one. Chase Rogers, big double. Nolan Hunt. Woo! Nolan barely got the downside, but he got it. 50 seconds to go. Traffic may come into play. Leader at the line now. Second place there now was one. Now down to 1.5. Devin Farrell tapping out as he finds the pipe coming off the backstretch. 2 buggy race for the win. Chase Rogers coming up on lap traffic over the big double now. Second place is going to be there next. Hang on, Brian. Hang on, Brian. Thank you, sir. Chris Matthews, next car in line, second place. Please give him a little bit of room. Front stretch with 20 seconds to go. They're working their last lap. Chase could, with a heater, get another one, but it's going to be close. Nolan needs to race it like it's the last one. 1 and 2 with no pressure from the back. Chase through the carousel now, nice and clean. Nolan needs to send it. Nolan up the backside. Chase Rogers, clean lap. That is the clock. Chase Rogers, Nolan Hunt, 7/10 of a second. Separates first and second.
Brian Dortch done. Devin Farrell done.
Farrell will bring it home in third. Got 1 more still live. That's a race.
All drivers are finished. Connor Henley done.
Good race, fellas. Good race. Chase, Nolan, and Devin. Race number 2, take the stand, do not take the track. Let me get you guys lined up. Let me get my marshals figured out. And then we will cut them loose.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Got a few guys in this race that was out there turn marshals, so we're going to give them plenty of time. My racers from race number 1 out to turn marshal, please. Should have plenty of turn marshals for this next race. Let me get all. I'm looking for 7 drivers on the stand. Once I get them on the stand, I'll cut them loose. Looking for, like I said, we had a couple guys who were out here marshaling. We're going to let them get up on the driver's stand. I see Jason. I see Larry. I see Pablo. I see Matt. Jeremy, waiting on Jeremy. Once Jeremy gets up on the stand, he was out here turn Marson. We'll let him get up on the stand and we'll cut you guys loose. Hey, what's fun? Devin's got this, unless you don't want it. Are you wearing a sweater vest? You look handsome. I mean, I would date you. I would swipe right. Just so you know. Hey, Nolan. Once again, don't forget we club race on Saturday. Doors open at 9, racing at noon, 3 qualifiers in the main. Next Thursday night, I believe you will have a pipe change. And then round 3 of the Winter Point Series in 9 days. All right, guys, 2 laps, shut it down. When you get to the start-finish line, that's lap number 1. When you get back to the backstretch, you are done warming up. Two-wheel mod buggy, race number 3. You guys are up next.
Larry Knight, Jeremy Pearson, Matt Douglas, Tim Hubbard, Kyle Ashlock, Casey Summers.
No one's coming.
Jason
No one's coming.
Kessinger.
Backstretch is closed. Backstretch is closed. Let's get them gridded up. Going to be Kessinger on the 1. Larry Knight on the 2. Juan Pablo on the 3. Matt Douglas on the 4. Jeremy on the 5. Tim on the 6. Kyle will be on the 7. Nolan's coming to get you. 3 is Pablo. Pablo, you're on the 3. Jeremy, you're on the 5. 6 is Tim. 7 is Kyle. Thank you, Nolan. 8-minute, 21.5 Independent A main Thursday night club racing here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. We're going racing. Less than 5. Sound of the tone. Good job, good job. Off and running as they qualified, working around the left-hand side of the track here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex, home of Clash of the Champion, home of INS 15, the finals 2025, home of the Apocalypse, home of the Roar Off-Road Nats. 2025 is going to be an outstanding year for Hoosier RC Hobbyplex in the RC off-road world. Got a lot of stuff going on for these guys here. Super excited for Hoosier, for Ed and Angie. The whole Henley family puts in a ton of work and sacrifice to give us what we got. Got a great staff of workers as well. And, of course, you know, myself, top 135 race directors in the country, doing his best to give you guys the best program he can, off and running. 1 minute down, 6 minutes to go. Larry Knight, red buggy, white wheels in the carousel now. Jason Kessinger, purple and yellow in the carousel now. Juan Pablo in the carousel now in that eggshell blue white wheels B7. Matt Douglas, up in the 4th. Matt Douglas got a rear wing full of Jason Kessinger as they're going down the left-hand side of the track, working into the... Oh, Larry gets it wrong. We got a change for the lead. Jason Kessinger to the point. Matt Douglas trying to tap out. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Got a lot of racing left. So Jason, Matt, and Pablo, your top 3. Larry Knight got some work to do. He got a rear view mirror full of Jeremy Pearson at the line there. And then Tim Hubbard and Kyle Ashlock rounds out your top 7.
6 minutes left.
Oh, Matt Douglas gets it a little wrong. Going to give Pablo an opportunity. Matt slams the door through the carousel. He goes 2nd and 3rd onto the backstretch. 4th right there as well. Jeremy a little bit back in that 5th spot. We're watching 2nd and 3rd working the left-hand side of the track now. Drop down, jump up. 180 down the hill they go. Matt Douglas, Juan Pablo, both of them over the big double. Matt with a much better line through there. Pablo gives him a couple car lengths. Kessinger at the line. Plenty of open track in front of Jason, so we're watching that battle for second place as they work the front stretch now. Larry Knight trying to get back in the game. Pablo putting all kind of pressure on Matt. Matt, just keep breathing. Don't forget to blink. Pablo gets it wrong over the big double. Going to let Matt get right back to him. Through the carousel they go.
Left.
Matt Douglas taking a peek to the inside. A little bit tighter line. He slams on the brakes as they rub tires together. Good racing there. Pablo Douglas 2 and 3 down the left-hand side of the track. Jason Kessinger, you got a 7-second lead over that battle for second place. Kessinger dealing with some traffic. Leader, yellow and purple, yellow wing, yellow wheels. He's at the start-finish line now. Thank you very much for giving him room, Tim. Second and third down the backstretch now. Pablo there. Matt Douglas there now. They're separated by a second. That's just a little bit of a tap of a pipe, and that gap is gone. Pablo just tapped the pipe. Going to let Matt Douglas get a little bit closer. Big double for second place. Big double for Matt. Matt much cleaner through that line. They're starting to close in, though, racing each other hard, but Clean is allowing them to close in on Kessinger. Kessinger with a bunch of open track in front of him.
4 minutes left.
No pressure with traffic from behind. Oh, Pablo. No, that wasn't Pablo. Excuse me. Gray car caught the pipe. Juan Pablo pulling a little bit of gap as Matt Douglas gets it wrong over the big roller. Larry Knight now up into that third spot, so Larry Knight going to try to throw his name in the hat. When Larry gets to the line, there'll be 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Kessinger now enjoying that 4-second lead. Juan Pablo slowly closing in. Kessinger, trouble getting onto the backstretch, but he's there now. Was 4 seconds the interval last time by. This time by 3.5. Pablo picked up a half a second. Kessinger looked like he's had a little trouble on the front stretch. That second place car might be just a little bit closer. Then you got Larry Knight in the red buggy running in third. Matt Douglas right behind him in fourth in that yellow and pink. Going into lane 2, roller big double for Matt. 2.9 that time by. Kessinger drops another 6/10. So Pablo is coming. Once again, leader, yellow, purple, yellow wheels, yellow wing. He's in the carousel now, second place. I don't know what to call it other than bird, egg, blue. White wheels at the line now. That is second place. Then Larry Knight, red, buggy, white wheels down the backstretch. Matt Douglas, once again, yellow and pink. He's down the backstretch now. That's your top 4. Jeremy Pearson in 5. Tim Hubbard, Kyle Ashlock, your top 7. Pablo headed down to 2.5 last time by. He got a little squirrely coming onto the backstretch. 2.6, the interval between first and second. Leader going roller, big double, lane 2. Second place going roller, big double, lane 2. 2.6, the interval last time by. Pablo just a little bit quicker each lap. Jason at the line there. That's a 24.4. His fast lap of the race, a 24.4 for Pablo. So they're 2.7 the interval. Nothing really lost or gained. Pablo's got a 24.2 fast lap of the race. Kessinger steady on as he makes his way through the carousel. Again, we're watching that race for the lead. Larry Knight, you're about 12 seconds back, and you got Matt Douglas right behind you. We're watching first and second. 1.5 that time by. Pablo picked up 1.1 seconds. So leader dealing with traffic, purple and yellow. Then the blue buggy coming up next is in second place.
Left.
Woo! Pablo, a little bit of, bad deal there. Going to give Kessinger all the breathing room in the world. With 50 seconds to go. Kessinger, you got 6.6 now. The interval between first and second. Larry Knight crossing the line there. He's 7 seconds behind Pablo. Jason Kessinger, you're probably working your last lap. Going to be close. We got 15 seconds on the clock. Leaders come. Watch yourself, Devin. Good job. Good job. And that's the race. Cross the line. You are done. Jason Kessinger, you're going to bring home the win. Pablo was closing the gap, but just a little too late.
Casey Summers done. Jeremy Piston
Matt Douglas and Larry Knight battling for that third spot. Oh no. Oh no, they both get it horrifically wrong going through the carousel. Oh, something broke on that red buggy.
Matt Douglas done. Tim Hubbard done.
Hey,
Kyle Ashlock
Connor. Done. Connor, put it between you like a race. Oh my God. He just broke his ankle. Hey, Nolan, like a racehorse. Ride it like a racehorse.
All drivers are finished. Larry Knight done.
Connor breaks his ankle. Way to go. So Jason, Pablo, and Matt, your top three. Hey, Connor, there's not a bone sticking out, is there?
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, let's get all of you guys spread out. I need all my marshals from that last race. We can do it with 7. Who am I missing? See Jeremy. I see Kessinger. I see Matt. Larry Knight. I see Tim. I need Ash. Kyle. Is Kyle out here? I need Kyle and Larry to the track. I see Pablo. So yeah, once Kyle and Larry get out on the track, I'll cut you guys loose. Hey, what broke, Larry? Is that the plastic mount? Aluminum mount? They did it? Did you Loctite them? Loctite them? From the bottom? Damn. I said, damn. Do you run a plate in there? You have it set right, because if you don't have the servo set right, there's a problem. Even when you got to set the servo, set it all the way down on that plate. Tighten up. Plastic? Well, I'm saying the amount, is it plastic or? I got you. 2 laps, shut it down. 2 laps, shut it down. As you can see, guys, race number 4 will be 13.5 4-wheel, our last race of the night. I will need 5 volunteer marshals for that one.
Adrian Stillwell.
Got a full field of 4-wheel buggies. I'll need a full field of marshals. So please,
Nick Reppin.
When it gets after this race, please be willing to jump out there and help us out. No. It's because there's a lot of cars. All right, guys. Sean, you're not in this one. No more laps. No more laps. Adrian, maybe if you tighten the slipper a little bit more, that'll help. Tighten the slipper even more. All right, we got Lucas, Adrian, Nick, and Brian. All right, 8-minute A main. 2-wheel mod buggy. Marshall's ready, driver's ready. We're going racing on the sound of the tone, less than 5. As they qualified, coming around for that first lap, Luke, Adrian, Nick, and Brian. Race number 3 on the track. Race number 4, four-wheel independent. You guys are up next. Adrian got it a little bit wrong. Going on the 180 onto the backstretch. Nick ran into him, but managed to get around him. Dunbar gets around him as well. Nick wide on that 180. Brian's going to jump to that second spot. All the while, Lucas Smith starting to pull away from these guys. Lucas at the line now. Brian, Nick, and Adrian at the line now. 4 seconds, the interval between first and the other 3 guys. Everybody on the stand knows what they're doing, so we're just going to kind of keep an eye on that battle for second place right now. Dunbar got a rear wing full of Nick Rippon. Dunbar in the Yokomo, getting it wrong on the double-double. Move Rippon up into second in that B7. Adrian Stillwell in the TLR. Right behind Dunbar in the Yokomo. Lucas Smith in the B7 as well, working the backstretch now. Still holding about a 4.5 second lead for your gap for your leader. Rippon at the line now. 4.7 that time by. Oh, Rippon gets it wrong over the big double. He's going to drop down to 4th, move Dunbar back up in that second spot. Dunbar dealing with a rear view mirror full of Adrian Stillwell as they go down the backstretch. Nick Rippon right there as well. Smith's got it up to 6.2, the interval between first and second as he makes his way through the carousel now. White, blue, orange trim, white wheels. Team Associated B7 at the line there. Yokomo. Oh, the TLR rode the pipe, and then the AE rode the grip. So we had a grip roll and a pipe roll. Move Nick to 3rd, give Dunbar a bunch of gap in second place now. Dunbar now can focus in on his line. Looks like his car's a little twitchy. Making his way through the carousel. So right now, best battle on the track's that 3rd spot, Rippon and Adrian. Smith with a 22.5 on lap number 2, his fast lap of the race. He's working the left-hand side of the track now. Dunbar at the line, 8.5 behind him. Dunbar's got a 22.9. Nick Rippon rolls it at the line. Going to move Adrian up into 3rd.
Four minutes left.
Halfway through this race. 4 down, 4 to go. Adrian rolls it at the line, going to give Rippon that spot back. They keep taking turns hitting the pipe. Smith at the line there. That was a 23-7. A little bit of a roughie there for him. Dunbar at the line with a 22-6, his fast lap of the race. Reppin with a 22-7. That was his fast lap. .1, the interval between first and second. They can see each other as Dunbar works lane 1. Lucas was working lane 2 through the carousel for your leader. Backstretch, bunch of open track, no pressure. Oh, trouble on the left side. It is clear.
3 minutes left.
Reppin rode over, move Adrian back up in that third spot. Adrian gets it wrong on the roller, move Nick back up in that third spot. Smith on lap 13 went 22.3. Excuse me, 22.4. It missed the lap. I'm adding it right now. So Dunbar's about 11 seconds back now. Smith in the carousel. Dunbar gets it wrong on the front stretch. What the minimum lap? So everybody now starting to spread out. Not really no good races going on nowhere. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Once again, I'm going to have 3 marshals on the track. I'm going to need 4 to 5 volunteers for the last race of the night. Leader at the line now. Luke went 22-2 on lap 16. That was the lap before that one. Fast lap of the race.
1 minute
Dunbar
left.
with a 22-6. Reppin with a 22-7. Adrian with a 22-8. When the leader gets to the line, he's going to have about 45 seconds to go. That's going to be enough for probably 2, maybe 3 more laps. He's going to be close. He just worked a little bit of a slow lap that time there. $15 seconds to go. Luke, you're going to be close, but I don't think, it ain't going to matter, but just so you know. 10 seconds to go. Reppin, you're going to be close as well, but probably not close enough.
Nick Reppin done. Lucas Smith done.
So it's going to be Smith, Dunbar, Reppin, your top 3 once these other 2 rascals get across the start-finish line.
Brian Dunbar done. All drivers are finished. Adrian Stillwell done. The race is completed. One minute to the start of the race.
Race number 4, take the stand. Do not take the track. I got to get, like I said, I need at least 5 volunteer marshals for the last race of the night. So take the stand. Do not take the track. That's 2, 3. All right, guys. Track is closed. Track is closed. I need a bunch of volunteer marshals. I've already got 1 volunteer. Thank you for that. I need 1, 2. I need 3 or 4 more. I need volunteer marshals. If you're in the building, please just jump out there and help us out. 1 more race to go, then we'll call it a day. We'll do podium pictures and wishing everyone a safe trip home. Looking for volunteer marshals. One, two, three. I need 4, guys. I need 4 volunteer marshals. All of my buckets in the infield are empty. I need marshals. Looking for some turn marshals. Thank you, Chris. Still looking for 3 more. 3 more volunteer turn marshals. Real easy. Jump out there and help us out, guys. Jump out there and help us out. We got 1 more 8-minute race. We'll be doing podium pictures and getting everybody on their way home. Thank you, Jason. Looking for at least, I'd prefer 2 more. Thank you, Antoine. I would much rather the racers yell for help than me. Help, help, help. Thanks. There comes young Nick Singh, so I need 1 more. Thank you, Brian Dortch. 2 laps, shut it down, guys. 2 laps, shut it down.
Devin Farrell, Tim Hubbard, Ryan Dunbar, Antoine Morris, Chase Rogers, Sean Elkins, Matt Douglas, Nolan Hunt.
All right,
Jeremy
backstretch is closed. No more laps, no more laps. Let's get them gridded up. Devin Farrell on the 1, Chase Rogers on the 2, Nolan Hunt on the 3, Sean Elkins 4, Matt Douglas on the 5, Tim Hubbard on the 6, Antoine 7, Jeremy Pearson on the 8, Brian Dunbar on the 9. As we're getting gridded up, guys, I want to thank everyone for coming out Thursday Night Club Racing. Remember, we will do podium pictures immediately following this race. Marshals, make sure you blow the track. Bring the blowers in for us. Want to remind everyone, we club race on Saturday. Doors open at 9, racing at noon. And then again, round 3 of the Winter Point Series 10 days from now. I believe there's a pipe change involved in that. Once again, thank you very much. Marshals ready, drivers ready, 4-wheel drive, A main. We're going racing at the sound of the tone, less than 5. All right. 3rd place piped it. He did it all by himself. We're racing. Thursday Night Club Racing. Working on your learning curve, building character. So we're going to let these guys get a few laps in. We'll start calling out their pace. Race hard, race clean. That's all I ask. Race hard, race clean. Devin and Chase, 1 and 2 through the carousel now. Sean Elkins, gray buggy, white wheels running in third. Matt Douglas in fourth. Looks like Tim Hubbard in fifth. Nolan Hunt, after that bad start, starting to find his composure, making clean laps in that X-ray. Devin Farrell got it wrong through the carousel. Moved Chase Rogers to the point. Yellow buggy, white wheels. Red buggy, yellow wheels. That's first and second. Then Sean Elkins, gray buggy with white wheels. Running in third. Matt Douglas, Nolan Hunt, your top five. Ooh. Chase, Devin at the line there, working some open track. I hear a car going upside down. Devin gets it wrong. Coming off the double. Oh, then got caught up. And a big wreck right there. Going to move Sean Elkins up into second. All the while, Chase Rogers now enjoying a pretty good sized lead. As he's on the front stretch now, Sean Elkins running in second at the line. Devin right behind him in third. Nolan Hunt now up in the fourth. Matt Douglas rounds out your top five. Tim Hubbard, Antoine Morris, Jeremy Pearson rounds out your top eight. $2:30 down, $5:30 to go. Leader working the carousel now, second and third over the big double. Sean Elkins got it, trying to hold his line. Devin looking for an opening to wheel around him, coming up on lap traffic down the backstretch. Sean a little wide on the double-double. Going to let Devin get around him. Going to move Nolan up into third.
5 minutes left.
$3:30 down, $4:30 to go. Chase Rogers at the line now. Devin Farrell at the line now. The interval between first and second is 5 ticks of the clock. Nolan Hunt working his way onto the backstretch, having a rough race here. He's back up to third, but he's way back from that battle. Chase at the line. Devin down the backstretch was 5 seconds. 4.7. So Devin picked up almost 3/10 that time by. Once again, yellow buggy, white wheels. He's going into the carousel now. That is your leader. Red buggy, yellow wheels. He's going into the carousel now. That is second place and your top qualifier. Looking to get back up to the front of the pack. Chase Rogers with a 23 flat. Devin with a 22.9. So another 10th with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Chase tapping the pipe on the big double just a little bit. Doesn't hurt him too bad. Little choppy through the carousel, but he's still on his wheels. Oh, 2 wheels at the line. That's going to cost him several seconds. On the next lap, it's 4.2, the interval that time by. If both of them run identical laps, it's going to be closer than that this time by. Residuals of the 2 wheel at the line. Chase Rogers throwing in a heater right here. Rogers at the line. Devin at the line now. 4.1. So Devin just another 10th that time by. Nolan Hunt running in third. He's about 14 seconds back in the carousel now. Fourth place, Sean Elkins. Matt Douglas, Tim Hubbard, Antoine. Looks like Jeremy's off. .3.2 last time by. Devin Conseen, both of them. Chase exiting lane 2. Devin entering lane 2. Both of them going to be in and out of the carousel at the same time. Thank you, Antoine. Devin will be up on you next. Chase at the line there. Devin, 2.7. Devin Farrell is coming. Your top qualifier.
2 minutes left.
In that team associated B7.2 or B72, 74.2, whatever they call it. It's an AE car going through the carousel now. Thank you, Tim, for giving him room. 2.7 last time by. Chase with a 23.4. Devin with a 23 flat. He's got it down to 2.3. That is the best battle on the racetrack. Everyone else separated by at least 7 or 8 seconds. So we're watching Chase and Devin with 1:30 left on the clock. Through the carousel they go. Devin's got to see that he's slowly closing in on him. 22.8 for Chase. 22.4. Fast lap of the race for Devin Farrell. Got it down to a 1.9. Devin is coming. Chase has got to start feeling the pressure. Working into the carousel. Hang on, Matt. Chase's next one's coming. Thanks, Matt. Through the carousel they go at the line. Chase Rogers, 22.9. Devin, 23 flat. So just about a dead heat. Still 2 seconds the gap. We got 50 ticks, 5-0 left on the race clock. Chase Rogers going to have to, got a car upside down. Stay tight, Devin. Stay tight. That's not tight. Tough break there for second place. This racing situation didn't hurt him too bad. We're going to give Chase a little bit of breathing room. Was too flat. Now it's 2-2. Devin's going to get 2 more laps. Chase Rogers up the left-hand side. Devin Farrell up the left-hand side. 25 seconds on the clock. Wait for the leaders. Wait for the leaders. One more coming through the carousel. That is third place, sandwiched in between first and second. 23-1 for Chase. 22-7. Devin Farrell on the charge. This is going to be their last lap. Chase Rogers needs to keep it clean. No traffic in front of him. Woo! Little sketchy over the roller. Going to let Devin. Oh, Devin tapping out on the big double.
Sean Elkins done.
That'll be it. Chase Rogers get to the line for the win. Chase, Devin, and Nolan. That's your top 3.
Devin Farrell done. Nolan
Marshalls, don't forget. Antoine's still live. Don't forget to bring the blowers in once Antoine crosses the line.
All drivers are finished. Antoine Morris done. The race is completed.